All right, we're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Before we stand for the pledge, we always have students come in and help lead us with the pledge. Tonight, we have a group of ladies. They're all from Otis Elementary. They are the Girls with Goals Club. So they're all going to be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So if we could all stand for the pledge, and they'll lead us in that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nice job, ladies.
That was great.
Girls, come on up. Watch your step, don't trip. Thank you so much.
Hey, Gina, I'm like, we need to get a picture. Gina's on it.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Oh, yay.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First, we have our organizational meeting that we have to have every year. We'll go through, two of us were reelected, so we have that oath, and then we go through all the organizational stuff real quick. So,
Neutral. Okay. Okay, Lori, you want to come up first? And then if you just stand on the other side. Yeah, you just want to stand right there. That way your beautifulness is on camera. Okay. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge your duties as members of the School Board of Fremont City School District, Sandusky County, Ohio, to the best of your ability and in accordance with the laws now in effect and hereafter to be enacted during your continuance in said office and until your successor is elected and qualified? Thank you. Let's come over here and you can sign. Thank you.
Yay.
Okay. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge your duties as members of the Board of Education of the Fremont City School District, Sandusky County, Ohio, to the best of your ability and in accordance with the laws now in effect and hereafter to be enacted during your continuance in said office and until your successor is elected and qualified? Good. Thank you, sir.
thank you. All right. Let's go ahead and we
Need
have
a roll call there.
roll call, please.
Okay. Mrs. Bloom. Here. Ms. Lehman.
Here.
Ms. Lewis.
Here.
Mr. Nally.
Here.
Mr. Price.
Here. All right. Now, actually, the organizational meeting. So we're going to open up the floor for nominations for president for the 2026 year.
For the president, I nominate Tom Price.
Is there any other nominations? We sure. All right. Can I have a motion to close the nominations for president, please?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Nally. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Bloom. Roll call, please.
Second.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Mr. Nally.
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom.
Yes.
Ms. Lehman.
Yes.
Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Yep. Do I say Mr. Price?
I'm
Okay.
going to abstain.
Yeah, okay.
so
So Mr. Price.
abstain. Well, no. No, I'm sorry. That was just to close the nominations.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking, sorry. Yes, sorry.
Okay.
So the nominations are closed. We don't need to necessarily have a vote, do we, since there's only one person? I guess we go through, just say yes or no.
Yeah.
As Megan calls your name, please.
Mrs. Bloom.
Yes.
Ms. Lehman.
Yes.
Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Nally.
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Abstain. All right. Moving on to the oath of office for the president. That's by you. Who's the right here?
You want to do it right here? Good. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge your duties as president of the Board of Education of the Fremont City School District, Sandusky County, Ohio, to the best of your ability, and in accordance with the laws now in effect and hereafter to be enacted during your continuance in said office and until your successor is elected and qualified?
I do.
All right. Thank you.
Moving on to nominations for vice president. I'll open the floor for that.
I'd like to nominate Sarah Lewis. Sarah J. Lewis.
Nally.
Do we have any other nominations? All right. Can I have a motion to close the nominations for vice president? Motion by Mrs. Bloom.
Okay.
Megan,
Sorry. Thank you.
good?
Yep.
Okay. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Miss Lehman. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bloom.
Yes.
Ms. Lehman.
Yes.
Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Nally.
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes. Since only one is up for vice presidency, just yes or no when your name is called, please.
Mrs. Bloom.
Yes.
Ms. Lehman.
Yes.
Ms. Lewis.
Abstain.
Mr. Nally.
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes. Right, now the oath of office for the vice president.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge your duties as Vice President of the Board of Education of the Fremont City School District, Sandusky County, Ohio, to the best of your ability and in accordance with the laws now in effect and hereafter to be enacted during your continuance in said office and until your successor is elected and qualified?
I do.
All right.
Hi.
Thank you.
All right, so Denise will move on to the rest of the items for our organizational meeting.
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate that. We will move through these items. Number one, just fixing the time and the place for each of our meetings going forward. It has been determined that we will stay on the second and fourth Mondays of the month and 6 o'clock p.m. and our location will be here at the middle school unless we will make that notification if we change that site. Item number two is a resolution establishing a service fund. This budget is set aside so that it supports the work of our board members as you are leaders for the educational components of the district. So we would like your approval for that resolution. For the next couple of items, after discussion with Mr. Price and our shared collaboration through the documentation, the following individuals have agreed to serve in the following roles to support the district. For the legislative liaison appointment, Mr. Nally is going to continue in that role. Item number 4, our delegate to the OSBA annual conference, Ms. Lewis. Okay. Wonderful. Item number 5, we need an alternate delegate to that OSBA annual conference. Mr. Price, you're going to continue there. Item number 6, our student achievement liaison appointment. Ms. Lehman. Okay, wonderful. Item number 7 calls for a trustee for the Learning and Liberty Foundation of Fremont City Schools. And Mrs. Bloom, you're good to continue with that role? Thank you. Item number 8, we need a representative from this board who represents us at Vanguard Sentinel Career and Technical Centers. And Mr. Price, you're going to continue with that. That is a 3-year appointment. So that's one that we don't see annually in our organization meeting. Item 9, you would be giving approval for those annual membership dues to OSBA. That dollar amount is up slightly from last year, but if you remember that this is the opportunity, OSBA provides us with a lot of legal updates, as well as support, not only to you guys as leaders of the district, but also to our administrative team and a lot of components. So we really do get a lot out of those dollars. Beginning with item number 10, then we have some appointments to our committees. We'll start with our treasurers committees. We have first on our finance committee, 2 board members, Mr. Price and Mr. Nally.
All right.
Thank you. Item number 11 begins our superintendent committee appointments. We'll start with policy committee. That will be Mr. Price and Mr. Nally again. Thank you. Next, we have our Curriculum Quality Control Council, CQCC. Representatives will be Ms. Lewis and Ms. Lehman.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And our Health and Wellness Committee will be Ms. Lehman and Mrs. Bloom. Fantastic. Item number 12, our Business Advisory Council. These meetings and dates and times we will be facilitated with North Point ESC, which is not new for our BAC to fall into North Point. We've done that for the last several years. So I would ask for your approval for that. Item 13 helps us just with the completing the work of the district, asking for authorization for me as the superintendent to act as a representative for our grants that will come through our district. Item 14 allows us participation in both state and federal programs. We have a little bit of both going on in the district. Item 15 allows for the appointment of the purchasing agent so we can keep things moving financially. And item 16, public records training, just asking that the board appoint the treasurer for those pieces. Item 17, authorization of investment of funds, also authorizing the treasurer to continue to run and point on those items. Item number 18, request for the available monies. Again, that is a very similar percentage amount, dollar amount from what we've had in the past. No big changes there. Item 19 allows for that petty cash authorization, and remember that this is on a needs basis up to that dollar amount. So really that's just our startup cash at the gate. We do have to have dollars associated now with our athletic events, and we have to have an opportunity for staff to have those cash in hand. Item number 20, authorization to issue those warrants. Item 21, authorization for the treasurer to pay mileage. Item 22, authorization for the superintendent to hire staff in between board meetings. Sometimes that really does come in handy when those meetings get spaced out a little bit and we might need someone that we need boots on the ground. So I appreciate that authorization. Item number 23 allows us to continue with Bricker Graydon as retained as your board's legal counsel. And item 24 is an additional legal counsel component with Brinsa, McIntyre, and Seed. And we did utilize them a little bit
Yep.
this calendar. We just want to make sure that we have those options available. So, Mr. Price, I know that was a lengthy list, but if we could move on all of those, that would be greatly appreciated.
Can I get a motion to approve items 1 through 24, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lewis. Could I have a second? Second by Mrs. Bloom. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes.
Mhm.
Motion's approved.
No, Mrs. Lehman.
you say
Oh, I'm
Ms.
sorry.
Lehman?
Did I skip? I'm sorry.
Miss Lehman.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Motion's approved. Sorry, Laura.
Sorry, my brain was already on the next item, and I.
All right. So moving on to the tax budget hearing.
All right. Good evening. The tax budget is something we do every year that we submit to Sandusky County, the auditor, so that we're just verifying that, yes, the money they're collecting is in fact something we need. There are 5 different schedules that we submit every year. It goes over our voted millage, general fund operating, bond millage as well, and it breaks it out even more, asking for balances of all the different items. It's just a way for us to show that, yes, in fact, we do need the money that they're collecting. We get this approved every year and then submit it to the Sandusky County. She'll submit something back to me. I bring it back here for approval, and then we submit something again before the end of March. So this is the first step in that process. This is just the presentation on it. We'll be voting on it for approval in the actual meeting. But this is just, if you have any questions on it, it's a lot of numbers, which is my favorite thing in the world. But it does break down the different revenue areas we have the auditor collects for us.
There's no roll call on this. It'll be later, so we don't need that roll call.
Yep.
So, any questions for Megan before we move on? Okay. All right. So we will move into now our regular meeting. I'll just call the meeting to order for our regular meeting. And if I could have a roll call, please.
Mrs. Bloom?
Yes.
Ms. Lehman?
Yes.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Nally?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Here.
Oh yeah, that.
All
Here.
right. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from our regular meeting held December 8th, 2025, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lehman. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Nally. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lehman?
Yes.
Mr. Nally?
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom?
Yes.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes, motion's approved. Moving on to our legislative report.
I have nothing this evening. I'll report at our next meeting on the 26th. There has been a whole lot of activity, official activity going on down in Columbus right now. But I'll have some reports and information for that next meeting. That's all.
Thank you, sir. No walk-on items tonight.
No, sir.
Moving on to hearing of the public. If anyone would like to address the board, they can come to the podium.
Do not believe so. I
Yes,
think they're all
ours.
here for us.
Okay, moving on to the superintendent's report then.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Price. Good evening, everyone. Before we get started too much, I do have some thoughts that Megan and I put together. So if you just bear with me for just a second. Throughout the state during the month of January, that is an opportunity for public education to honor and recognize their board members. In Fremont City Schools, we are extremely fortunate to have 5 very qualified, very loyal, very dedicated individuals who serve in this capacity. It is with great pride and heartfelt gratitude that we take a moment to publicly acknowledge the outstanding leadership and unwavering dedication of our esteemed board members. Your commitment to the success and growth of our school district has been instrumental in shaping the educational experience for our students, our families, and our entire community. Members, throughout your tenure, you have provided not only expertise, but you have also added passion for education. You have been ensuring that our schools are places of opportunity, innovation, and growth. We appreciate your efforts in policy making, in strategic planning, and the community outreach that have allowed us to scale to new heights in academic excellence, student well-being, and district-wide engagement. In particular, your continued support and advocacy has been crucial in advancing our district's vision for future, from enhancing educational programs to ensuring that every student has the resources and the opportunities that they need to thrive in Fremont City Schools. Your leadership has been vital in navigating challenges. We've had a few. Embracing new possibilities. We've had lots. And ensuring that the district remains a place where education can flourish, not only today, but in years to come. Representing the entire district, Megan and I are deeply grateful for your time, your insight, and the support that you continue to give. The positive impact of your work can be seen in the progress of our schools and the success of our students. Thank you for your exceptional service and dedication to our school district. Your contributions are truly invaluable, and we are honored to have you as part of our team. Thank you very much for all that you do. We left a very small token for you at your seats in your bag that you are welcome to dig into later on and have a little piece of Fremont City Schools to go home with you. So thank you very, very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If I can continue, Mr. Price.
Yep.
We do have two superintendent's committee reports to give this evening. CQCC, Laura, Ms. Lewis, you're going to do those. Fabulous.
You'll do the first one. I'll do the second.
I love teamwork.
You got it. You got it. So we did meet in December to complete the final review of the course description guide for Fremont Ross. This is really exciting. I think I said this the last time we talked about it too, but it's just amazing to see the work that goes into this, and the hard work of everybody that it takes to make this work. So the administration at the high school, the teachers, department heads, guidance, everybody, Mrs. Abernathy, just it's a whole team effort that really is fruitful, and especially this go round. So just a few things to note. The time frame to drop a class is now 3 days, which is reduced from 5. Each department, such as the English, math, or science, has a description that summarizes the function of that department. That I think was a really important piece. I think when we first got it, one department did it, and I think we were all like, well, why doesn't everybody do that? I think it's a helpful piece, for the students to have an overview to know like what does that department encompass. Course descriptions were updated to reflect current class expectations and technology programs used within courses. Again, having the courses and then having everything that course needs to be as successful as it can for the students is important. And also exciting to just update things and keep things fresh. Courses that are no longer offered have been removed, but also likewise, courses that are new have been added. The student body was questioned and polled and given an opportunity to give some input as to what coursework they would like to see, which again, they're who we serve. So I think it's commendable that opportunity was seized and well responded to. And then lastly, there were updates to the CCP requirements added to the handbook. So again, thank you to everybody who had a hand in keeping the course offerings guide updated, and all in the name of, like you said, Superintendent Hurt, making sure that our kids have opportunities available to them that are meaningful to them and that lead them into a course of success even beyond high school.
Wonderful. Thank you. A lot of work goes into that. Mrs. Abernathy has done an amazing job with that. So thank you very much.
It's really good brainstorming in that meeting. That's what I like of the, isn't it though?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really is. So, well. So anyway, all right. So I have summary points from December 11th meeting for health and wellness. Health and benefits updates. The self-funded balance increased to $966,055.14 through. Okay, it says though the higher year and the claims are expected, all employees completed open enrollment with additional support provided. The district is considering eliminating the grace period next year. And I feel like that's because of, some of that was going on. I think there was lagging there and people weren't responding as quickly as they should have for the open enrollment.
You keep expectations high for everybody in this district.
So sometimes you gotta make those changes.
That's right.
So, the employee support programs. The EAP continues to support employees through counseling and educational resources with 8 total cases this year and multiple seasonal communications distributed. Wellness and miscellaneous. The new Medical Mutual Wellness portal did not meet district needs, and the alternative options are being explored for next year. Planning is underway for the 2026 challenge, and a donation was received from One Digital. So look out soon and you'll see some new challenges coming for the staff on different fun things to do to stay involved.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, ladies. Those are 2 very important committees that really have work that impact all of our district in a very wide sense. So thank you. Lastly, tonight, I would like to invite Mr. Jim Boss, who is our Director of Student Services, to come up to the podium. And he has Holly Vincina with him this evening. I've asked them to come before you in our community to share a little bit about the Unified Champion Schools Partnership. That is a piece it's an agreement that's going to come up a little bit later on our agenda. It is something new for our district. And I thought that by allowing them a few moments to share some information in front of you approving the agenda item later on in the agenda would give you some information. It's also an amazing opportunity to highlight some really cool stuff. So sit back and enjoy the Jim Boss Show. How about that?
The Holly Vincina show.
Oh, I like it.
That could be a hot mess show, too.
We have faith in you.
Yeah, thank you. That's so kind. Mrs. Hurt, Ms. Parkhurst, members of the board, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come in and talk about what we are just super excited about this year. Unified Champion Schools is a partnership opportunity for us with Special Olympics. We actually had a chance to go over to Perkins High School in the spring of last school year and participate in a track and field event with, I don't know how many school districts, a wide range of school districts there. They just gave us a call and said, hey, you want to come over and bring some of your students? So we did that. Holly's been instrumental in organizing that initial opportunity for us. And she reached out to me, I think in the fall this year, and said, hey, we need to do this. Like, why aren't we doing this? And done all the legwork on it, has held multiple Zoom meetings, and has made sure that we have an understanding of what this means moving forward. So this is for our students. It gives them an opportunity. So our students in our multi-age classrooms gives them an opportunity to compete, participate in some athletic events, but have it be an integrated experience. So across multiple areas of our district to get involved in this. So I'm going to turn it to Holly, though. She's going to talk to you a little bit about the game plan for us and bringing this on board. And I hope you'll consider approval of that later on in the agenda.
Hello. So when we went to Perkins, I came back and I was like, why aren't we doing this? We need to do this. So, the biggest challenge that I thought we may have is, getting our general education population to have buy-in with it. So I reached out to Susan Fry with our Link organization. And she said that they would be more than happy to partner with us. So they will serve as our general education kids that play the sports with us. So essentially what it is it's a roster of kids. Half are kids on an IEP or in the multiple disability classroom, and then half would be our gen ed kids from the Link organization. And then we would play schools like Perkins, Sandusky has a team, Lorraine, Elyria, and usually they host one big event and everyone comes. So Sandusky is hosting a basketball tournament. So we wanted to potentially attend that in February, just to kind of get our foot in the door. And Perkins is also hosting another one later this year. So I think our plan for this year was to go to the events to see like what works and what doesn't before we host our own on a smaller scale. So that's kind of what we talked about as far as this year, starting really small and then hopefully expanding and seeing what works for us.
Any questions for Holly?
I'm just, have you had any contact with the Sandusky County Board of DD? Ed McLean, who took over years ago for Deb Seidel, which we probably all know, is kind of heads that up. And one from the perspective of information, but also they have equipment for the different sports. So that might be a...
Yeah, he was the first contact that I was put in touch with, and he works more with the Special Olympics side of things. But what this is it's Special Olympics that partners with the Unified Sports. So we have a contact for our region. Her name's Lucy, and once we sign all of our agreements, she sends us all the equipment we need.
Very good.
It's all included in it. We don't have to pay for it, and she sends us uniforms and that sort of thing. But I did talk to Ed, and he was like, whatever you guys need help with additionally outside of our regional director, they were able to help with. He said he would be able to help. He was the first person I talked to.
And that might be an opportunity. We talk about reciprocity and having partnerships in the community, not just absorbing, assistance, but also being able to give back. So even like if we do get some help from the, Board of DD, that's something that maybe we could, some of our students in the various groups and organizations that we have can assist with some of those things as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe just for the community's sake, tell everybody what your role in the district is.
So I'm the speech therapist at the high school. I do all of the high school, and then I help at the middle school with the MD unit as well. So I'm mainly with the high schoolers, and that's kind of what brought me into this. And then I was like, oh, I can help. So I've been talking a lot with Susan Fry, and then Ms. Kosis, it's her students. She's the teacher for that unit. So we kind of just came up with, why can't we do it? So, but yeah, I'm the speech therapist at the high school.
Perfect. I think that's important for the community to know as well, that we have our, student support services, personnel that are really engaged in this, in this process. It seems like a neat opportunity for all of our students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so transportation wise, we would just treat it as if all the other extracurriculars.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I know for the Perkins one, we just did like a field trip form.
Yep.
Because it's all during the school day too. So that's something else to know. It all happens during the school day. And then I talked to Perkins just to kind of, the lady that runs it at Perkins, and she said that they find it works best to do it like during a study hall, like a practice before they go. So that's something that we talked about, maybe like because all of our kids in the unit have the same study hall. So if we could do like a practice before we went, just kind of seeing what works. But yeah, it's all during the school day.
Nice.
Any additional questions? We're good.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate you sharing some good information there. That gives you a little bit more information before that item will come up. All right. That is all I have this evening. If you're okay, Mr. Price, I'll continue with recommendations.
Yes.
Right. We'll begin with item number 1. We have consideration of approval of some donations, beginning with Campbell Mechanical and down to Kathleen Wright.
Can I get a motion to approve item 1, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lewis. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Bloom. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom. Yes. Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Wonderful. Thank you. Item number 2, we have 5, I believe, individuals who have earned their Ross High School diploma. Some of these are early grads and some of these are individuals who just took a little bit longer to work to achieve this diploma. But nonetheless, I am very happy to bring in front of you DeAndre Eugene Everett, Samaria Lanai Harris, Mariah Lynn Homler, Paige Love Justinger, and Michael Thomas Roach, please.
Can I get a motion to approve item 2, please?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Nally. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lehman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom. Yes. Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item number 3, last time we came together, I shared some information with you in regards to the school calendar coming forward for next school year. Now I would like to bring the approval of that calendar. It is recommended that calendar option B would be our chosen calendar for next school year.
Can I get a motion to approve item 3, please?
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Bloom. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lehman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bloom. Yes. Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item number 4 is under contracts, is that agreement with Unified Champion Schools Partnership Program for that integrated opportunity for our students.
I have a motion to approve item 4, please.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lehman. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Bloom. Any discussion?
I think I'm excited to see how this works and see how it goes.
Agreed.
Uh-huh. It'll be interesting. Yeah.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom. Yes. Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Item number 5 is just a continued contract agreement with the Sandusky County Board of Developmental Disabilities. This will allow some of our students to receive their educational needs met at the Board of DD.
Can I get a motion to approve item 5, please?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Nally. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lewis. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom. Yes. Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Wonderful. Next up, we have our policies. And if you remember the last time we were together, that was a very lengthy list. So this is a second reading, and it would be for items number 6 through 47, please.
Hold on, honey.
Right.
Same.
Could you read each of those policies?
I'd be more than happy to. So desire.
Be doing that.
It is impossible to read all those policies.
We did.
Yeah.
Can I get a motion to approve items 6 through 47, please?
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Bloom. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lehman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bloom. Yes. Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
I would say there's just, again, we've had a few committee reports. That's also a committee, the policy committee, between all of the policies that were reviewed. I'm real impressed with the input that is received from all the different staff members and board members. And, I think, and then the earlier we talked about our membership in OSBA, with the information and kind of boilerplate policies that they provide us. Those are just so essential to that whole process. And I guess I just wanted our committee and board members to know that it's definitely much appreciated and a lot of hard work. That's all I had.
All right. Continuing under staff this evening, we have some resignations as well as we have some appointments, and we have some new members joining us. Under our resignations, I just have to give a shout out to one of our coaches. Mr. John Elder is resigning his coaching position, and this is noteworthy because he began coaching for us in 1984.
I wasn't born yet. Just in case you were wondering.
1984. So I could not acknowledge him.
Yeah.
We so greatly, on behalf of the district, recognize all of the work that he has given us as a coach in a variety of capacities. But when you just pause for a moment to think about the number of student athletes and families that man has interacted with, wearing some purple and white, we greatly appreciate his service. So kudos to that. Moving on then to some of our appointments in item 49, we have some subs and some home instruction tutors that are going to be joining us.
Can I get a motion to approve items 48 and 49, please?
Moved.
Motion by Mrs. Bloom. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lehman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bloom. Yes. Ms. Lehman.
Yes.
Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Nally.
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Wonderful. The next item number 50, this is a support staff substitute that we would like to hire, and we've just pulled this out just because this individual is related to Mrs. Bloom.
Can I get a motion to approve item 50, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lehman. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lewis. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lehman.
Yes.
Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Nally.
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom. Abstain. Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Beginning with item number 51, we have a long list of for some coaches and again for some staff that are taking some supplemental contracts, helped us out with the fall programs. But the one I would really like to just talk a little bit about is here in the house with us this evening. Christian Booz, correct, is with us with his fiancee Abby in the back of our space. And Christian will be joining us this year. He comes to us with both middle school and high school coaching experience. He has competed at the collegiate level. We are very excited with your approval that he will join our quality coaching staff of Fremont City Schools and join us as our new head track coach beginning very shortly in the spring season.
Nowish, huh?
So with your approval, we will greatly welcome Christian to join our team. Item 52, we have just some additional coaches that are returning with us, or a couple that there are new. Item 53, we have some student teacher mentors. These are some teachers that are sharing their expertise with that next generation of teacher. We appreciate that. We have some special event workers in item 54. We have another lifeguard, which we love, in item 55. And item 56, we just have a few status changes of some individuals that are moving around or upgrading themselves here in the district.
Can I get a motion to approve items 51 through 56?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lewis. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Nally. Any discussion? Well, Christian, welcome to Fremont as a coach. We appreciate you putting in the time and effort to step up and be a head coach. We all know that that takes a lot of time and effort to do that. So we appreciate it. We hope you enjoy your time here. And our track program is well populated. So you'll have your choice of athletes out there. So good luck this season coming up. It's coming. It'll be here quick. I can't believe it's the middle of January already. But welcome aboard. Thank you for being here tonight too.
Thank you.
All right. Roll call, please.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item 57 and 58 are very similar. They're both to support some of our staff that have completed that science of reading professional development that we have talked about. They simply are two different dollar amounts. So if we could start there with item 57 regarding Linda Doring.
Can I get a motion to approve item 57, please?
Move.
Motion by Mrs. Bloom. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lehman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item 58 has a little bit larger list, beginning with Cameron and ending with Hannah.
Can I get a motion to approve item 58, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lehman. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lewis. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. I appreciate you, all of you this evening. Thank you very much.
Moving on to report of the treasurer.
Thank you. Good evening. I did not write a beautiful speech like Miss Hurt did, but she did make sure to include me. She's the wordy one of our relationship. I greatly appreciate you, but she knows how to make it sound better.
You just
So.
put the big check in our bags here for us?
Yeah, totally what's in there.
Okay.
Totally wasn't donated items. So thank you all for what you do. I don't think people quite understand all it takes to be a board member, and just know that we all appreciate everything that you guys do and put up with, because it's a lot. For my report tonight, I'm happy to say we are closed for the for the calendar year end. Fiscal year end's not for another 6 months, but it's quicker than I would like it to be. We are moving right along. W-2s are about ready to be processed pretty soon here. And then we have also an insurance reporting that we got to get done as well. So year-end stuff, we're wrapping up and moving forward. It's weird writing 2026 on documents, but it's where we're in now, I guess. Years seem to fly by. And then that's all I have for my report. If we can move on to the items.
Yep. Go ahead.
Item number 59 is the November financial report. Just a couple of items to note on that. Our revenue is kind of flat right now. We'll see that move more in December. That's where my brain is right now. Sorry, I just finished up with the December report. But November is kind of just like a stagnant month for us. It's before we do our hikes for insurance rates, and it's before tax collections start, and we see that revenue coming in. So it's just as kind of a stagnant month for us, kind of revenue wise. We will see an update in December for transportation funding in our revenues. On the expenses side, we are seeing a little bit of an uptick, just under 2% for salaries. Purchase services, we did have a true up with North Central's ESC from last year's contract with them. That's something we see annually every year. We would see annually every year with North Central. North Point does theirs a little differently, so I don't know that we'll see that large of a true up with their process, just because of there's just the two entities handle the billing differently. So next year we'll see a little bit different, and it's not necessarily meaning that one is charging more or less than the other. It's just their process is different.
Can you explain to everybody true up?
So with North Central, the entity we went through with last year, they would take an estimate with what it looked like the services we needed that they were providing and the costs at that time. And the state would determine a dollar amount that would come out of our foundation every month. And they do like, I think 3 different like measurement points that they check and alter that dollar amount. And then at the end of the school year, they come through and say, okay, well, you know, there's been years, I want to say maybe there were years where they reimbursed us a little bit, or we only got charged a tiny amount versus this year was closer to 100,000, I believe. So that was a larger year for us. We don't usually see that large of a dollar amount. And it depends on if they're the staff that we had, if we had unemployment costs, if we had higher sub rates, subs, they would charge us at the end of the contract year. So you didn't pay for that throughout the year. So that can be larger. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Sometimes if we have services that we had to increase staff on or change staff and have the cost was different due to their knowledge or something.
Experience.
Yeah, experience. Thank you.
Mhm.
That was not coming in my brain right then. So those different things affected that. And so at the end of the year, they would do this true up of what we actually owed versus what we had paid with the found.
So it's actual versus estimated.
Mhm.
Meter reading for
Yep.
your
Yeah. It was our month for the actual.
actual water bill.
So that's really just are the highlights for November. Like I said, we'll see a lot bigger difference in December with the different insurance rates and that kind of thing.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve item 59, please? Motion by Mrs. Bloom. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lewis. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Okay, item 60 is our 26-27 tax budget. You'll notice that's next year's fiscal year. We approve these a year in advance just because if you've ever had to put in tax rates, you need some time to work through all of that. So this is not for this school year, it's for the next one.
Can I get a motion to approve item 60, please?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Nally. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lehman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved. All right, moving on to board member communications. Don.
Couple things. I was catching up on some of my reading over the last week or two, and the newsletter, the Roscoe report that came out, where I'm thinking maybe November. I just would encourage people to, if you still have this copy sitting around at home, to kind of look at it. There's some good information regarding the strategic plan and encouraging people if they have questions. This was Mrs. Hertz's article, just encouraging if they have questions to let her know or come to her Roscoe Roundtable. When do you have one coming up?
I believe the next one is scheduled for February, maybe like around the 10th, 9th,
Okay.
10th, somewhere in there.
Okay.
We do have one coming up.
Okay. And then also kind of noted the couple of the really neat activities that were going on. The middle school has the iReady reading program. They're calling it iReady War. And the thing I liked about the article and the information is the comment that the energy at the 7th grade classrooms has never been higher. And, you know, just to kind of hear that and know that the students, the teachers are creating that type of atmosphere, I think is very important for our students throughout the district. I think we had talked at one point about the Healthy Building Award that TDA, who's done a lot of the architectural designing of our buildings. The thing I thought was neat here was the Green Building Challenge is organized by the Cleveland 2030 District and the U.S. Green Building Council. And it recognizes schools and organizations that reduce greenhouse gas emissions and create healthier environments for people to learn, work, and thrive. And the neat thing there was that Fremont Ross has gotten recognized 2 years in a row. And by, you know, it's not like it's a Northwest Ohio organization or a county. You know, that's pretty big, and I'm sure, you know, TDA, you know, as that design group, is kind of seeing the fruits of their labor. But the exciting thing is kind of the environment that we're creating here in our schools. And then Lutz, Otis, Krogan, and Atkinson all have different programs going on. And again, you know, I could kind of go through each one, but I would just share that if you have this at home, or they can actually look at, this is probably on our website. And I would also encourage, I talked to Mrs. Hurt and would just encourage the next edition is in the printing process, and we should be getting it in our mailboxes soon. Would just encourage, when you see this, not to toss it at home. And based on the way that they're delivered and processed with the Postal Service, one of these goes to every household. And that's really kind of neat to realize that we're able to reach them in that way. That kind of rolls me into the new website. I don't know if you were going to say anything on that, but I went in and looked at the new website, and I think the old website provided all that information. But if I'm that person jumping on there, the old site kind of overwhelmed you with the information. And I think all that information's there, plus some. The thing I really thought was really kind of neat was with the athletics being in a separate component there, they have all the sports activities are listed in there. And I'm sure I didn't get to the point of like band concerts and those things, but those are listed on one of the calendars, right? And so I think it's kind of neat that all that's kind of come together. And, you know, so if people want information, man, the information's there. If they want to know what a great district we have, and the information's there. And if they want, that reaffirmed, ask any one of us. We'll tell them how great we are.
Absolutely.
Right. Under the donations, I think the thing that I thought was really neat was to see how many organizations have donated coats. I guess, you know, I picture myself growing up, I probably didn't always have the right coat. And, you know, and that was kind of how my family was structured. But, you know, when you see that, some of the kids walking, or whether they have the coat and aren't using it, or they just don't have the coat in this climate and weather, it's needed. and it's just so great to see our community come forward from many different organizations to give us coats that can get out to the kids. And do most of those then go through Jason Smith and his group, or?
We utilize all of our social workers at the various levels, and between our social workers and our building counselors and our building administration, they know our kiddos and they know our families, and they're able to kind of match those things up with sizes and colors and make sure that truly, I think the kids that need them the most, we're able to put those things together so that they have those coats.
Super. Just want to say thank you for the board recognition. To me, it's been something, very special that I feel like I can give back and be involved. But the giving back and what I'm getting out of it, I think sometimes people don't realize as board members, we get fulfilled in a lot of ways, but this, just seeing our district and getting the things like the recognition, is special, and I appreciate it. That's all I had.
Thank you. If I could tack in there real quick, just 2 points that you brought up. You are correct, Mr. Nally. Next newsletter should be coming to a home near you within a week or so. So we're anxiously awaiting that to come back from the printers. Our next Roscoe's Roundtable will be held at the Hayes Presidential Library and Museums on February 10th at 12:30 in the afternoon. So a little bit different time, hopefully inviting others to come out. And I appreciate my team of support back there to make sure that I had that piece of information. And then you brought up the website, Mr. Nally, and I think that we would be amiss if we didn't recognize a member of our technology department that is with us in the back of the room. Mr. Corey Straub has been instrumental in pulling together that new website, and it has taken, a lot of hours. We started working on this back the beginning of October, really, and going hard at it, and a lot of work over holiday break, and to make sure that we were ready for that January 5th go live. And so you brought it up, but I think we need to give a little shout out there.
Corey, you can turn the camera around if you would like. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There.
Mr. Nally and I are on the same wavelength, so a lot of the same things. The website, I think I would just say it is so user friendly.
Right.
You can point and click and be anywhere you need to be with bountiful information, up-to-date information, like not to always talk about sports, but when you click on, it's one of the banners, and when you click on the athletic page, there's pictures from things that happened just this past week. So it just speaks to how well it's already being, maintained. I agree that in comparison, we're lucky and fortunate to have a website, period, and we're thankful for what we did have, but this just seems to be a lot more user friendly. So
Absolutely.
Shout out to everybody who had a hand in that. I think all of our sports are doing really well. Even our teams that are struggling a little bit, I think it's notable that they're struggling with some dignity and learning and growing as they go along. So even though the wins and losses category might not look like we want it to, or like they want it to, there is definite growth and development for those teams, and we're just really proud of everybody. One thing to know, I know that our boys and girls swimming team did very well. Our boys earned their third consecutive NLL title.
Amazing.
Amazing. And I know that there were a lot of records set at that meet. So shout out to the team. Congrats to all the graduates. I got a little choked up about one of them. Just known her for a long time, and she's a good girl. So, and she worked hard. So shout out to Samaria. This weekend at Genoa High School, the band is and the orchestra band for solo and ensemble contest. So if any of our community is available, I mean, you could make a day of it and just go. You could be there at 8:00 in the morning and not leave until 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and get the opportunity to hear a lot of wonderful musicians, not only from our district, but the neighboring districts as well. So that's a nice opportunity. And I guess lastly, thank you, Superintendent Hurt, for all your kind words, your shared sentiment with Ms. Parkhurst. I guess I would just like to say our job as board members becomes very easy to do with wonderful leadership. So as much as you appreciate us, the both of you, like we appreciate you, your administrative team, for all of the hard work. You're absolutely right. We have been faced with some challenges, even before some of us were even on the board. I mean, Tom's been through COVID, some building projects, and just different, things that have come, some small, to the larger. And it's nice to know that we have leadership that we can trust is always going to put number one, the kiddos and families first, the education of our kiddos, their safety, their security, and just their overall well-being as a top priority, and handle things head on. Denise, I would dare not say when those tough things come forward, you might be scared and have a stomach ache and not sleep, but you handle things head on. You don't try to hide from them. You just, and you keep us abreast to everything that's happening, no matter what. If you got to come to us with bad news, there's a bus accident or there's something, what I mean? Like you guys come to us. So all that to say, thank you for the job that you both do, that the administrative team does. It makes our job very, very easy as board members.
Thank you.
That's all.
Very nice. Yeah, I can definitely say the district's in good hands with you guys in charge of the whole
Thank you.
shebang. I mean, seriously, I hope you really know that. All I have to say is I can finally, and I'll tell Mr. Price this, I can finally make it to a wrestling match this Saturday.
Saturday.
Other weekends have never worked out. I know.
Plug it when I get a chance.
I know absolutely nothing about wrestling. We had talked about this, and so I hope nobody asks me any questions while I'm there about it, because I'm going to say, look, this is the first time, and I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Yeah. Just go cheer on kiddos.
I am. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to watch, and I'm going to figure out what's going on out on the mat. And that's one of the sports I really know nothing about, but I want to, and I can finally go. I know you guys had other tournaments. You had the one weekend, it was full days. It didn't work. So I'm excited. That's the Saturday, and that's what I have to say. I will finally be able to go and see what's going on. That's it.
All right, Lori.
Well, thank you to the girls for the Pledge of Allegiance. It was pretty cool. There's quite a few of them, little ones. Thanks for the information. That's pretty interesting. That's going to be interesting. And I know those kids have an amazing time at playing sports, and they are just so excited. And the older ones too, the older people, they're funny and they just love it. They love to tell you about it. All the donations, that's amazing, especially the coats, like Mr. Nally was saying. I mean, a lot of kids don't have coats. My grandson has one, but he doesn't wear it very often. He's mostly carrying it.
Because a hoodie is not a coat.
I
Just
know.
saying.
Well, he's
For all
10
the
years old
parents.
and he's walking home. I'm like, put
You
that
know.
on. And Mr. Elder, I mean, congratulations on retiring from being a track coach. I was in track and he was my coach when I was in track. So that's pretty cool. My daughter went through track and he was her coach. So, I mean, and thank you to all the coaches and the mentors and the volunteers and all the event workers. And now my daughter gets to come here and do something. Yeah, make her work. But yes, and thank you for the gifts and the recognition on being a board member, and thank you, Gina, for what you do too, because you are a big part of all that. And that's it.
I'm just going to kind of reiterate. Thank you for the girls that came from Otis for our pledge. I'm sure it was the two teachers involved, not Mr. Matz, that was getting them organized. Knowing Mr. Matz, he was there to cheer them on, but corralling them, maybe not his thank you for the gift for Board Recognition Month. To reiterate what Sarah said, I've been a board member long enough, and I've worked with board members from other districts, and it sets us apart that it is easy as a board member to have our leadership, our staff that we have for our district. There are some messes out there, and I think it says a lot for who we have working for our district, our kids, and also our community, and the support that we get from our community makes the world of difference for a school district. So that's just all a big part of it. So for wrestling, I'll put in the shameless plug. Actually, for all winter sports, it's hard to believe we're getting closer and closer to the end of those sports. So get out there, support those teams. If you are into wrestling, the boys are up at Maumee Bay, which is a huge tournament for them. Big teams all over the place there. And then Saturday for us, for the girls team, we have our big home tournament. There's going to be, it's middle school and high school girls that will go all day long right at Ross High School. We'll be in both gyms. We'll have 5 mats going. We have middle school and high school. There'll be, I believe there's 25 high school teams and like 18 middle school teams. So there's probably a couple hundred lady wrestlers that are going to be wrestling. So if anybody wants to come on out, there will be plenty of wrestling to see and to watch some of these girls. I've coached both boys and girls just have a different attitude about it, and they work. Man, they work hard. So it's just fun to be a part of. So yes, if anybody is interested, come on out to the high school on Saturday. We will be there, and we will be having a lot of fun. So with that, no need for executive session. So if I could have a motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lewis. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Bloom. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes. Motion's approved. Meeting is adjourned.